Hey, what is up? What is up? It's your favorite deprescribing pharmacist, Dr. Delon Canterbury, coming at you live from Geriatrics and, of course, the Deprescribing Accelerators. So, what is going on, y'all? Today's been another great day in the world of deprescribing. Geriatrics ended up becoming a public speaker today at the chatter group here in Chapel Hill in Durham. And so this is a networking event for elder care professionals and aging consultants. Chatter stands for Chapel Hill and Durham Elder Care Resources. So we gave our usual presentation on what geriatrics stands for, why do we believe in deprescribing and why the aging community has to require deprescribing as a part of care. And my gosh, it was such a moving talk today. So, a couple of things I've learned about the business model of using concierge pharmacists for deprescribing, of course, using precision medicine, genetic testing, and personalized care was not only the importance of having to tell the value and impact pharmacists have, like consistently, you can't just say it once, but learning how many people are in dire need of deprescribing. And I mean, we're talking about a room full of, senior care placement managers, people who consult on the sales teams for nursing homes, people who manage nursing homes, people who run hospice care, rehab, transitional care services, you name it. It didn't matter what field of the aging industry you may work in. Everyone resonates with the problem of polypharmacy. And so today, in teaching and sharing my story, giving quick tips on what I use to advocate for less medications and care, we had tons of people coming up afterwards sharing like their why, sharing like, oh my gosh, I was almost moved to tears because my grandmother went through the same thing your grandmother did, or I'm seeing it time and time again. Every time I call my client, they've add another one or two medications to their medication list. And so the proof is in the pudding. Like, you guys don't need to hear it from me. There is always going to be a need for deprescribing work in this country. There is always going to be a need for a geriatric pharmacist to work in tandem with families who are just sick and tired of these crazy med lists. And guys, this is straight from the horse's mouth. The literal person who actually wrote who actually funded the event and sponsored it for me was the one who was moved to tears, sharing how, look, I don't know who to turn to. The doctors aren't listening, the providers aren't listening, and she's a part of the really high-end nursing home care neighborhood, and all she sees is restlessness, no sleep, just agitation, and of course, the only remedy are more pills. So guess what? She over here walked up to me privately, asked, hey, Delon, do you think you can help me with this? She immediately said, I have two clients who need to use your services today. Okay? Today. They know I'm not taking insurance. They know I charge cash. I gave a price range of what I charge, and they willingly came up after and said, we need to use you tomorrow. So I am not just preaching because I feel like talking about this. This literally happened today at a networking event. And that's not the only one. There are plenty others that want to use us to help train their staff on deprescribing. There are plenty others that have actual one-on-one clients they want us to work with. And there's some that want us to incorporate deprescribing sustainably into their medical technicians, their administrators, their nurse staff, their CNAs, people that are maybe at the lower end of the medical field. But we can all tackle deprescribing together. So guess what? Proof in the pudding, all from telling my story about the reason why deprescribing is important, why polypharmacy needs to be stopped. We were able to get 2 client referrals from one person, one who's a personal family friend. And she was kind enough to share that money is not an option for this person. So they already know that they can afford and purchase my services. So when are geriatric pharmacists going to wake up and stop waiting for permission to live the life you live? I'm doing all this from home, okay? And all I did was go to a local networking event, talk to people about the problem of why pharmacists need to be trained in deprescribing, and advocate for less meds. This woman was so moved. She was in tears when she came up about this because she didn't know how else anyone can approach this issue. So there's a need, there's a market, and guess what? They can afford our doctorates to deprescribe. So don't tell me that, oh, I have to wait for the insurance to reimburse me. I'm so tired of hearing that. Like, no one cares. People are going to pay you money today, now, to get the results that we have been trained to do as the clinicians we have a passion for in pharmacy and deprescribing and lifestyle change and motivational interviewing and every little facet that makes us get the job done. And that's why I'm so passionate about showing people the way by choosing the red pill, by taking our deprescribing accelerator course, but honestly, just choosing the life you deserve, man. Like, I just got back from vacation, man. Like, I didn't expect that to be my day, but that's 2 clients literally from just telling my truth and showing my value. And so again, I just want to give you guys a little bit of the tea of what goes on in my day-to-day. This is another Tuesday to me, but honestly, deprescribing ain't going away. So use this as a lesson to quit limiting yourself and put yourself in front of the key people that will pay top dollar for you to work for them. And I don't mean for a pharmacy. I don't mean for a long-term care facility. I don't mean just to do one little talk and disappear. I mean to be a part of the community that needs to benefit from what geriatric pharmacists and geriatric nurses and geriatric social workers who all have a passion for deprescribing requires for the future of aging, for the future of healthy living, and honestly, for the future of, well, ourselves, because we're all getting old too. So hope today was helpful. I wanted to just give you a little bit of tea on what happens, honestly, on another Thursday, Tuesday. This is every day. And there's always hope. So don't tell me you cannot do the same thing by putting yourself in that right room and telling the value that we offer as deprescribers. All right. So take care. Hope this was insightful. And yeah, check out our Deprescribing Accelerator. The deadline to join is August 25th. But yeah, we start September this fall. All right. Choose the red pill. Take care.